Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Gerad Riester YouTube channel, where anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most important subjects in aviation, aeronautical decision making. When do you go being one of the biggest decisions? So how do you decide? You've planned your flight, you looked at, you've been planning it for days. You looked at the fuel plan, you looked at weather, you looked at NOTAMs. Everything was looking good. Lo and behold, you wake up that morning and of course you check the weather because you better. And winds are 340, 18, gust 24. Do you go, do you don't go? Well, what's the limitation on the airplane? Well, a lot of GA airplanes, it's not really a limitation. Winds, crosswinds, they usually have a headwind limitation. Crosswind limitations aren't really a limitation. It's a max demonstrated crosswind. So that's where you got to know what are your personal limits. I ran into that today. So I had a student today. We're supposed to go fly this afternoon. Winds were exactly what I said, 340, 18 gust 24. Could I land a 172 in those winds? On a runway, it's 30, so 40 degrees off. So your, crosswind component's roughly half ish. Could I land with those crosswinds and those gusts? Yeah, I could. Should I? That's the other question. Well, what's the mission? What's the impact of not doing it? You have to consider all these things. In this case, I had a student. He's got 6-7 hours. Could he land in those conditions? No. More importantly, because I could take it off and land it for him, would he get good training? And that's where I, as an instructor, need to evaluate. And I'm not telling any of you instructors out there, that's really a fairly fundamental thing. In that case, when you got a student, strong winds, you evaluate the experience of the instructor or of the student. And in this case, new student, PPL student, with only a couple hours, couple landings under his belt, no way, clean kill in that case. But it's not always that straightforward, not always that cut and dried. Now, if it was just me going somewhere, well, again, I have to evaluate. What am I trying to do? What's the urgency of me going? Can I land in those winds? Yes. Should I? Maybe not. Maybe it's not worth it that day. Maybe it's not worth the risk. It's a balance we have to strike. No one wants to be what we used to call a pigeon. You got to throw rocks at their feet to get them to fly. If that's you, maybe aviation isn't your thing. If you're looking for excuses not to fly. I mean, everybody has their moments. Maybe they had a rough flight or something and they're a little anxious, but that's normal. But you should want to fly. You should always want to fly. So generally getting someone to go is not the question. It's pulling them back. When should you not fly? So you have to look at, first, of course, regulatory restrictions, aerodynamic limitations, personal limitations, situation, urgency. What are your goals? So it's, of course, highly situational, but it's highly critical. The other piece of it is you decide to go. Do you continue? Just because you committed to take off that day, you're rolling down the runway prior to V1, what's V1 in a 172, you can still reject. You can reject the takeoff. You get airborne, you can still come back around and land it. So you have to have those limitations. One instructor I had mentioned his rule of three. 3 things go wrong. Even though he could technically go, he'd look very seriously at not going. That's a good rule of thumb. There might be other things at play. It might be taking you out of the game. Of course, you've got to evaluate your I'm safe checklist as well. You should know that instinctively, but it's good to have a checklist, to look at it, to think about what you're doing. So Food for thought. When do you go? When do you not go? When do you turn back? How do you turn back? What are your options? VFR even, not required to have an alternate ever, but have some options. Give yourself options. Make sure you don't run out of airspeed, altitude, and ideas all at the same time. Thank you. Just a little food for thought for the day. Appreciate your thoughts, concerns, comments. Of course, please like and subscribe, ring the bell, all the good stuff. I appreciate all you subscribers out there, my many subscribers, and each one of you is worth your weight in gold right now, and I really do appreciate it. So also, welcome to the new studio. Hope you like it. Be some small refinements happening, but it's getting there. It's getting where I want it to be. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. And remember, at Gerad Riester YouTube, anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Thanks.